Hello there. Hope you are doing well. So here we have another question from the same passage, and the direction for question is answer the following question based on the information given below. As far as we have understood the text, let's move to the question. So, what does the question stated? How does the last paragraph contribute to the passage? So here we can find out the last paragraph, which is given here. So if we look into that, the options that are provided here, it emphasizes that understanding human embodiment requires considering both physiological and psychological perspective. Second, it provides a physiological explanation for laughing and crying in respect to positionality. Third, it introduces the idea that humans are unique in the need to maintain equilibrium. And fourth, it discusses the concept of positionality to illustrate how different forms of life relate to their bodies. Now, out of this, if you look at the option 4, that correctly identifies the main contribution of the last paragraph, right? So, last paragraph means this one, right? So, what does it say? It discusses the concept of positionality. So, when you talk about positionality, to describe what? How different forms of life to relate to their uh, relate to their bodies. Now you can see that concept of positionality differentiate the ways in which various forms of life relate to their own bodily border. This allow him to think embodiment at a level of abstraction where something like a self, whatever it is that has a relationship to its own body, can come out independently or consciousness, mind or vital. So option one, right, is nothing but correctly identifies that the main contribution of the last paragraph, the passage introduces the concept of personality to explain how various life forms are. How various life forms are. Various life forms. Life forms. Isn't it? Including humans relate to their body boundaries. It emphasizes that even at a basic level, living organisms have a stake in maintaining and transgressing their boundaries, which is essential of understanding human embodiment. Therefore, you can say this option is accurate and also what you can say relevant to the paragraph. Right. Now, if I look into the option 2, what does option 2 state? Uh, Option 2 goes deeper into the broader concept of how living beings in general relate to their bodies and their boundaries through positionality, right? Through positionality. Option 3 focuses on the what? Uh, Focuses on the broader concept of embodiment and positionality, making this option inaccurate. Even option 1, although the passage as a whole discusses the necessity of considering both physiological and psychological perspective to understand human embodiment, the last paragraph, if you observe, specifically explores the concept of what? Concepts of positionality, right? Concepts of positionality and how living beings relate to the bodies. Therefore, you can say this option is uh, not the not the best representation of the last paragraph's contribution. Hence, the correct answer is option 1. I hope you understood this. That's all. Thank you.